Alright, let's get started. Welcome everyone. Hope you're having a good Friday. Gonna be doing some laser hits today. This account just got them last night. And probably did like 4 or 5 hits so far, so not too many. But we got a chest to collect, gonna get defib, and see how it goes. Really not too many expectations, but see how they fare against these 6 ERs. But still start off with just showing hits in the log. They go way back from, I think, right when I got shocks. So it wasn't too easy. Can do 4 times. Hey look. Oh, that's exactly what you needed. Yeah, I think a lot of people are at the point where bombers or lasers. So, I mean, this account got lasers first, so see how it goes. Hey Ryan, Andrew, Brad, Andre. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so that was a quick fizzle. Let's see this one. Also a fizzle. I think I tried Grens on this one. Hey Ben, hey Nimal, hey Dark, how's it going? Yeah, it's laser time. Like, probably one of my favorite troops in Warships, and finally got them. Yeah, so this one, micro was tough. Couldn't really afford to shock it. I want to shock the rockets instead. Maybe if it wasn't for that far right rocket, could have gotten a few ERs. So, wasn't too great. This one a bit easier, no rockets. So I think I used Grens. Let's see. Hey Daniel, Ahmed. Hey NRT. Luke saying Crystal Shield is clutch. Yeah, I haven't got Crystal Shield yet, but I could imagine so. Because lasers already have such little health that Shield is basically doubling it in a few seconds. Hey Commander Rob. Hey Audrey. Hey Keg. Question, how strong are lasers at 6 year? Well, gonna find out. Right now I'm just showing some hits from chest collect though. So, obviously before lasers. And all these hits were, I think, with a TH. At least 50 of it. Pretty sure this guy had, like, no building health or building damage. It's a pretty weak base, but means you can get through it pretty fast. I think almost a 3-minute time. See this one, it's 5 ER. Yeah, so still getting some 5s, but at least Super Warriors with shocks help a bit. And I mean, lasers are kind of like just Grens but better. Still do splash, though they are much less health, so gotta be careful. Hey Paul, how's it going? And Scorcher Rush with shield. I mean, if we had Scorchers like, I don't know, where tanks were in this season, maybe that could have worked. This one was a fizzle. It might have been with lasers actually. Yeah, I think it was. So I think I was like a second late for shocks. And even at 1 time speed you can see See what happens if you're late with shocks. Because already I lost like maybe 2/3 of lasers. And if you only have one round of shocks, then things just die too slow. That's why hopefully after the defib we're gonna get this first GB, and then probably back for the TD. Hey 3 feet, welcome to the stream. Using mainly 2 or 3 rifles, 4 lasers. That Super Warrior was to save damage off the rifles. I want to say it didn't have crystal critters this hit. This is also easier base because no rockets. Next thing, those Max Warriors putting a good mind clearance duty. Yeah, that's basically what I'm using it for. At least before crystal crits. Though I bet they help a bit for like the beginning of the hits. Usually there's not many cannons BCs at the start. This was a finish, but really slow time. Hey Mike Wells, Kawa. Hey DQ, Bonbon. Almost done showing hits in the log, then we're gonna do some live ones. Yeah, that grind was mainly just to clear some mines, save GB. I think I might have been late with shocks on this hit too. Let's see, done a reflare. Still got through. Bouncing brick might be crazy with lasers. Yeah, I think if there's any hero, brick is not too bad. Like even with Iron Will, you could keep the rifles alive for longer. Maybe tank a few rocket shots. Yeah, so this one was like 4 lasers left. And then last hit. Also no rockets, so a bit easier. I think this one we had the crystal crits. So big help in mine clearing. Do some more over there. Hey Beowulf. Hey Big Bad Bale. Welcome to the stream. Oh, and we also take a boat at Cryos because they're right before defib. Kind of like last season, one boat is pretty helpful. Almost like a free cryo bomb. Alright, so 1 chest to collect. Then we can get defib. Well, probably max it because tick 1's 13 housing space. Max is about, I think, 21. If we had Kavan, then his second wind at max is 24, so not too far off. Yeah, Dark, it's mainly bullet cries from last season, like at least where the idea comes from. Alright, so no building health, no building damage. Looks like a fast player. Maybe try to Super Warrior both these ERs. I think you can do them on the BC and then have them split. Probably clear these that shock mine with crits, and then just do 1 shock here. And on this side, I don't think we need that many lasers. I think 2 should be enough each side. Get the rifles for the mines on the side, and hopefully that's enough. We can shock the left, crystal crits here for that shock launcher. and see how it goes. Alright, I'll start with that. Wait a bit, 2 each side. We'll do 3 over here. 2 crystal crits here. Okay, lost a few lasers on the left, but looks okay. Another shock. I'll do another super warrior on the right. And just save shocks for right side. Another one. Probably shock machine gun. ER should die, so that's good. And then we can just flare with super warrior. Hopefully it's fast enough, but we'll see. I don't know if he started before or after. Okay, was a win. Alright, so one more hit. Yeah, basically, what is it? Kavan that won't die randomly. You can throw it anywhere. It costs the same GB as second wind does. So, that's kinda good. Alright, max rockets. Means we should take a boat of cryos. I think we can go from the right side. It's mainly counting how many shocks it's gonna be. And just as I say that, we're gonna go left side. Because this is 1 shock, this is 2, and this is 3rd one. If I go from the right, then this mortar might be a pain. Try to be early with the hack, or with the shocks. I think if you do crystal crits early, they should get these mines, and then later we'll do another one here. So 2 of those, 3 shocks. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Do 1 rifle on the right, so the mortar doesn't shoot too many. Hey Juzak, hey D-Man. Then we're gonna flare left. Wait a bit and then do crystal crits. Can even do a super warrior here. And then probably another one here. Okay, miss a shock launcher, but luckily I think it's fine. Do that. And then save for another shock. Oh, a bunch of lasers died. So that shock launch on the right is going to be a bit of a pain. I'll end this rocket here. It's probably going to be a fizzle, but it's alright. I think we could have saved this shock maybe for the left side. Especially because you only have 1 round of shock, so once you get the 3 out of the way, then not too much else. But maybe next hit, 2 more ERs for a chest. I was thinking how my main account's doing. I mean, I tried a chest collect last night, but it wasn't too easy because we had a defib on the main island, and then the game crashed every time you used it. So I think just a few hours ago they fixed it. Hey Mikey, hey Python. Yeah, but remote hack is pretty expensive. I think like 10 GB, then goes to 20 and 30. Even though it's expensive, I mean, pretty much kill a building just like that. Let's see, BCs or shock launcher? I still think BCs. And it's not just for RC players, but HCs also. And also maybe later in the season it's gonna be nice to have just an extra building. Like, I know we don't have art this season, but even if we did, it takes like 2 barrage and an art to bar to SL. And that's what, like almost 30 GBE. Or if you just throw a hack, then you can do the same for 10. Alright, 23. Let's see, because his rockets are kind of spread out, might be tough again. Because it looks like 3 shocks. But we could super worry the right rocket and do 1 shock, 2 and 3, I guess. Yeah, so probably go from the left. Hey Adam, yeah, I'm good. Welcome to the stream. 2 crystal crits here, probably these ones too. I think these ones we can do kind of right away, because maybe they walk up to this flame and distract a bit. Probably now. Get the cry going, some lasers. I think just get these over with. Alright, we'll do 2 flares. We'll do this shock now. Oh, late on that shock. Yeah, so I already lost a bunch of lasers. Difference with defib would be we can already start distracting up there. So at least that rocket should die. But yeah, once you lose lasers right at the start, then all that damage is taken off. But we'll keep trying. See how long it takes for 2 ERs. Maybe face one without rockets. For now, is it better to go bombers or lasers? I think long term, I'd say lasers. Long term meaning like after you get like, I would say maybe defib, TH, maybe even HCs, but we'll see. Alright, so basically the same base. And I think we'll try the same thing, except hopefully shock a bit sooner. Because it's both these rockets, that's going to be a pain. Hey Amy, how's it going? See, we're still chest collecting for defib. Yeah, these dirty rocket bases start. Yeah, so same exact thing. Start with crystal crits. And then do some more here. I think usually 2 is enough. Do 1 super warrior here, because why not? Okay, shock early this time. Here we'll shock that. Reshock this. Alright, the rocket on the right went down at least. I think we'll shock the rockets on the left, especially the one far left. It's gonna flank a bit. Can try to super worry that shock launcher. Other rockets should die with the amp. Let's try to get blind spot range. So it still lost a bunch of lasers, but at least we're gonna clear it. Yeah, so actually throwing shocks on time. Who would have thought it makes a difference? Hey, Mr. Poing. Alright, so this should get us defib now. And I think we're gonna max it right away. Alright, 210. Hey, caning. Wondering if defib before HCs. Don't have heavies yet. See, I know Keg was using bombers and then he got defib. I could still see it work even with rifle bombers. Or if you're saying you don't even have bombers yet, I think I'd only use it if you're going lasers or bombers. If you already want to go HCs and then heavies and then that kind of route, I don't think you need defib. I mean, the main reason I didn't go HCs is I think the rifles do better. You get more of them, and at least with lasers, HCs take a while to drop heavies. With rifles, you already have it. Finally get it now. Yeah, so 2 extra housing space each time. Thing is, if you use defib right away, then you get normal rifles, which we don't even have in the tree. So they're going to be level 1 and die right away. So in that case, you kind of want some clones to die. This account has, what, 50 TH, 100 TD, 100 GBE. Alright, first match at them. I think we'll go right side and do 1 shock here. Probably another shock here. Crystal crits. Can do 1 here, 1 here, and hopefully that's enough. Yeah, we can try that. I mean, you want some rifles to die right off the bat. And then probably do a reflare at some point, like kinda near the right. Yeah, we can see how it goes. I'm gonna just go with 2 rifles, because I want them to get the mines on the right too. You know what, let's do another crystal crits. 2 shocks. save GB for another defib. Let's see, that micro's gonna die. So throwing defib like almost in the middle of everything, distracting a bit. Can do another one. And if you throw it that deep in the base, distracts a bunch of stuff. At least all that damage is away from your lasers. Try to get that rocket to die. It looks like we'll get it. So that's one of the main reasons I like defib. If we had normal second wind with Kavan, it would only be in the back, which I don't think helps too much, because you already have rifles as a meat shield. But doing it way over there, then, yep, works out. If we get next chest, probably GBE first, and then after go for TD. Yeah, thanks Tark. Hey Voodoo, hey Newbie, good to see you. I know you might be a bit busy Newbie, but hope you do some videos soon. Be nice. Alright, match over. Because I know before your break, these are really good ones. Let's see, I think we had some clones die, so that's why the hit worked. So I'm guessing to these mines. I don't even know if that super warrior was needed. But we had some die. Not as many as I thought though. But I guess there's enough. Yeah, so we do defib and they keep on popping. And everyone's looking here instead of over here. And I think just the more you do defib, the more you get distraction. Are you a bit far behind this season? Then you can catch up. Yesterday was about the halfway point. And if it makes it any better, I think this last half is going to be much more fun. Got all these abilities, stronger troops, shocks. Hopefully, at least less fizzles. Because that 5 ER meta we had, that was something else. Alright, this one. Thinking whether I should go left or right. If I go right, I'm gonna have to shock the mortars, machine guns, so go left instead. I think one shock here, another shock here, and then leave these to distract with defib. So I'm gonna do like a rifle here, only to die to mines. And then crystal crits, hopefully over here, and then some here. Just gotta watch this rocket range. Yeah, we'll try it out. Two here first, then here. See how many mines we get. That's good, we got those. Just cannon dies, we can flare left. Drop the lasers. Try to get more mines. No, not Not as many as I hoped, so I'll do another one. Alright, that looks okay. Do this and another shock. We didn't shock the micro, so gotta watch out for that. We're still gonna save for another defib. Good thing about lasers are they're out of micro range. Let's see here, we'll do a reflare. Probably shock the left rocket. I think the right side's fine. Try to get the SL and then flare back. I think that works out. Yeah, another laser hit. Just got defibbed. So about, what, 3 times we used it? Hey Yamin, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Amy, sometimes I have critter drops that are just great, get like all the mines, but some not so much. RC player. Fencing is getting back clones, same as normal rifles. Yeah, so ideally you get, I think, 21 of them. Pretty sure. Unless, let's say, right before you do a defib, a laser dies or a cryo, so you get those back. Texting this season might have been fun if you had all abilities and fizzles at 7. I mean, it seems kind of impossible, especially with things like remote defib, remote hack. And I wonder if we had the reverse, had those abilities early on. I think you can take this rocket with the Super Warrior. In that case, I'm gonna go from the left still. Mainly because I have to shock this micro and I don't wanna. So, this is gonna be one shock, another shock. And then just defib in the middle. Eventually shock the shock launcher too. But we'll start with, I think, one Super Warrior. Because if I had 2, it's going to go in the cannon range. Though we could just do 1 in the sniper, 1 in the rocket. 1 crit should hopefully be fine. So, see how it plays out. So 1 here, 1 there. Again, the rifle on the right is just so it can die. Because otherwise we get just normal rifles. So you can reflare here, probably now do a crystal crits, another reflare, alright, 1 should be fine, another one, shock the SL, save for another one. Alright, it's looking good. See if the rocket in the middle dies. If it does, I think we can just keep the right side shocked. Maybe Super Warrior. Yeah, I think we'll just keep the right side shocked. Might even die with the 2 on the right. Yeah, so that's gonna work out. You know, I think I'm actually lucky I don't play all day. I'm pretty sure main account has, what, 242 hits. So be surprised to see someone with less hits than that, at least nearby. Last couple seasons was a bit different though with the reset. Hey Pete, how's it going? Yeah, laser hits are going pretty nice. Already got the defib. Yeah, we're making it work. I know, it feels like it's crazy hits too, like just throwing defib in the middle of nowhere. I mean, that's all you need. Cause like that saves all that shocks. Yeah, taking a cryo and then just rip through it. I mean, we haven't faced many spreads yet, but we'll see. At least for now, it's mainly compacts. Alright, that's 22. Yeah, I think we will get the GB first. Can max that too. I calculate if we max it, we can still max the TD whenever we get the next chest. You know, NRT is one thing I'm kind of pride myself in, because if you do lower hits, then it's just easier that way. Now I could say that too, Dark. Like that defib alone is just, yeah, so strong. But if you do it with, let's say, bomber hits, I mean, I think you'd use it completely different. Because, yeah, you can defib the middle, but it distracts, what, like 10 seconds? Which is great for lasers, because they can clear that fast, but bombers, I don't know. Again, I think Keg is using defib with bombers, so I'll probably know a bit more on that. Here it'll go right side. Probably use just one rifle on the left to just let it die. 2 on the right, get a cryo. Let's see, get that. Get some more mines. As soon as this one dies, to 2 shocks. Another defib. Gonna reshock the micro. Wait a bit, do another defib. Yep, looking good. Can do another defib. And probably just flare to the right. And I think just save for another defib. Super Warriors, they're good, but not that fast at ERs. Okay, Kek saying that the bomber's defib is like Fine can control. I'm guessing mainly for clone rifles. Okay, that makes sense. It's almost like an entire boat. And I think the GB helps out. Need 150 TD, I'm guessing. Besides that, there's not much. I bet if we had bombers, we can use one boat somewhere. I think HCs wouldn't help for a while. Bullets also far away. Hey Blackadder, how's it going? Got shield and critters. I think if I was to get something after TD, it would be these two. I'll see how long can avoid getting those rockets. Can watch some replays though. I don't know if we needed on the last hit we did butter of rifles on the right, because even the ones on the left, they died out. Yeah, on main account I'm gonna save until 7 NRT. Like once I get TD on this account, then the main has exactly the same tech. I think if it works out collecting legend, then I should have hack. See, today's Friday, so Sunday, like exactly 2 days from now. Oh yeah, look up shield is clutch. I'm guessing you have it then. Sure, it'll be pretty good. And even the normal critters, because yeah, crystal ones get mines, but normal ones, I mean, they also do. Probably less expensive if you do the first one of each. Hey Roy. We just got defib a few chests ago. Alright. TQ saying our bombers better than Grens and compacts? I'd imagine so, yeah. Because even the Grens do splash, I think bombers they just do way more damage. So I think we can do almost the same thing. Do 2 shocks, one here, and then just get a bunch of defib. So as these 2 rifles get closer, do a super warrior, maybe even 2 of them, just to distract that rocket a bit. Save some time to do the first shock. And yeah, I think 2 crystal critters. And we'll do 1 like sacrificial rifle. So 1 here, and then another one. Alright, got a fair bit of mines. And I'll do super warriors. I need another flare. Probably 1 more to the left. Shock now. And then do a defib. Alright, another defib. Reshock the micro. And now we have a bunch of GB. I think we'll shock the micro again, but probably didn't need to. Would have died in a few seconds. Once middle rocket dies, we'll flare over. Let's see if it dies eventually. Yeah, looks like a okay hit. Because at this point it's just finishing last ERs. Can always keep this rocket shocked. Oh, you need 5 chests NRT? That's not bad at all, I think. And probably even with just barrage, 7 can be good. Because right now there's really no way to deal with just random building. 2 barrage kills a rocket, so should help out. Hey Mac 10. Yeah, both your accounts need defib. I think, yeah, besides hack, it's probably the other strongest ability we have. Someone hit you keg with HCs and tanks. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. I know if you have HCs with only 50 TH, it's not crazy strong. I think a few people who hit me with it, the BCs really mow down the health. Especially if you have amped up cannons, BCs. Alright, so I'm guessing offensive player. Let's see. Maybe you can try something like kill this ER, maybe this rocket, flare over, and then do a bunch of defib at the end. Though we would have to kill that rocket first. And then flare over, it should be 3 shocks. Yeah, I think 3 shocks. So we can try that out. I'll use, I guess, 1 crystal crits. Maybe you're here. Get at least some mines out. Probably another one here. And yeah, as soon as this rocket dies, we can flare over, right? Alright, 3 shocks, another crystal crit, and maybe 1 more shock for the hot pot. Or we'll do the shock launcher. We'll do 1 defib here, and then a bunch more here. Let's see, wish we had a shock. Oh, we have a cryo at least. Couple lasers on the left. Let's see, more super warriors. Another one. So we'll see if it's fast enough. I don't know. Probably not. I think if we got like 245 or something. Oh, guess it was. Let's see, RC's and Sparky. Oh, I guess lasers too, and 1 RC. Oh. You know what, Pete? I think people still are HC rushing up in Legend. Like, especially with the 100 TH. That 1 RC putting in good work. You know, Sparky with lasers doesn't seem too bad. I think the MVP is definitely that 1 RC. Stayed alive the whole hit. Oh yeah, for sure. I think so, Pete. Well, this is a first spread with Max Rocket, so we'll actually find out. We'll do kind of the same, save GB for the left. I think we'll clear into the machine gun, then flare over here. It's gonna be 1, 3 shocks. And then Can do a crystal crits on the shock mine a bit sooner, because we're gonna reflare like just around here, and then save a bunch of GB to defib in the blind spot, and then shock this. And then plan is kill all this stuff and then move to that ER. So we'll see. Then we'll do cryos in the middle. 2 lasers each side. I think we'll need those mines cleared. As I get a bit closer, can do critters there. Because that rocket's already looking at the right rifles. And then another shock. Let's see. Probably shock this rocket. I think we can do 1 defib here. Probably Super Warrior there. Alright, then I think once that ER goes down, well, that shock launcher also needs to. Maybe 2. But we need to save for a shock. We'll just do Super Warriors instead. Right side looking okay. I think save for another defib. You know what, we gotta Super Warrior this. Because these are, I think, clones, not the actual rifles. Gonna take a while. Think another defib on the left. So not a fast time, but at least we got it done. Yeah, because just a few lasers isn't that fast. I can see where we lost a bunch though. 155. Hey Icon, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we'll see where we lost a bunch of lasers. I thought the beginning was fine. Because it's a good thing we lost some clones for the defib. And let's see. Did a reflare. Probably after this first round of shocks, I'm guessing. Oh, there was a mortar shot. Maybe that rocket a bit. Yeah, so probably the first defib I could have done a bit earlier. It's kind of funny, Amy. I think someone did make lag. They got mechs at some point. Those who just rushed that TD at 5. Wanting to get 6 pretty soon. I want to say pretty much the same base. It's still 3 shocks on the right. The only difference is the micros on the left, which I think should make it easier. We'll use 1 crits here. I think another one for this. Maybe even a 3rd one, if we can. Just watch that rocket range. I'll do cry in the middle. 2, 1 here. And then another one here. Super Warrior left mines. Alright, miss at SL, but hopefully it's okay. Do a defib now. Alright, some split off left, that's good. I think that's looking fine. 2 defib and a shock. Yeah, that Super Warrior is gonna get the SL. And another shock on the left. And I want to save for a defib as soon as we get the GBE. Can get that shock mine too. Yeah, so much better than last hit, because we kept most lasers alive. Shock the flame. Hey Posse, welcome to the stream. Oh, someone used mech RCs, Martin. Yeah, I think I saw that too. I mean, it's not surprising, because if you don't have shocks, then mechs are the only thing that can, I guess, a little bit shock. No, this hit was faster by him, at least compared to the other ones. Yeah, only 5 seconds. You know what, Ben? I don't know if the bot's set up to gamble. I mean, I guess you could try, but I vaguely remember setting it up like a few months ago. Maybe not. I think that was an okay hit. Can watch it. Yeah, rifle, bombers, and Sparky. Starts a bit later. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Especially with Sparky, kind of a good hero against NC's dirty bases. And he can just Hail Mary the ERs. So that also speeds things up. Yeah, we'll keep going though. I think next chest, if we get it, we get TD. Yeah, if the Streamlabs isn't set up for gambling, then probably look into it before next stream. Yeah, I kind of like mechs, even on main island, ever since you got the shock buff. Alright, another compact. Question is either going left or right. I think we'll go from the right. We'll do 2 shocks. Defib right there. Got a defib before this rocket range. So you can do crystal crits here. And probably just a Super Warrior over here. and we want a few rifles to die. Yep, so we'll go with that. I'm gonna start the Super Warrior now. Alright, 2 shocks. Another defib. And just keeping them going. Another defib. Shock the hot pot. Another one here. Left rocket's gonna be a bit annoying, but hopefully should die soon. Yeah, we got plenty of GPU though. Maybe even what is that, 5th or 6th one? Yeah, so at least he's compact with defib. Sparky RCs. Yep, you're sold on laser and defib. And the good thing about it is, don't want to say it's easy hits, but don't think it's as hard as it seems. Yeah, probably keg. Because with bomber hits, like you said, you get back rifles, or even later you can kind of teleport troops to the back. I think like this hit we did. Because initially I was thinking, well, it's good to have bombers so you can teleport them here. But here we just got, I mean, mainly rifles back, but they do a lot of damage. Having almost 2 boats just right away. I mean, if we had bombers, it'd probably speed up a bit. But still. Yeah, I think so too, NRT. I mean, you have so much stuff at 6. Shocks, lasers, bombers. Alright, this one I think we'll try going from the right. It does have a floaty. I mean, that's where shield would come into play, but don't have it just yet. I think we can ignore this rocket and just try to time a Super Warrior on it. That's gonna be 1 shock. I think just 2 shocks and defib. And then when the fly dies, we reflare right. And then 2 crystal crits. Try to get all these mines. Do 1 rifle a bit sooner, because we do want some of them to die. Alright, nice, got those mines. Alright, do a defib here. Another shock. Another defib. Do a reflare. Another defib. I'm gonna shock that once because I want that rock to die. Kind of defib on top of the SL. That damage amp's gonna help kill that rocket. And I think just save for more defibs, because now it's just a matter of time. Maybe a crystal crits here. We did lose quite a bit of lasers, so not that great on time. Let's see, you can do one shock though. Let's maybe drones a bit. I mean, the idea is if we save defibs for just the left instead, maybe we could have teleported some troops. Probably would have been easier if we had the TD though. Then everything on the right dies a bit faster. Oh, we won though. Surprising. Alright, that's 23. Can get that TD. I think we lost a few lasers early on too. Let's see when. The deal with that super warrior was we don't have to shock it if it's slowed down. That flame might have killed a few lasers. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, I think that flame did. Because I don't see many other lasers dying that hit. Probably didn't need that super warrior this early either, because there were a bunch of rifles up here. But if here I save GB and pop like 2-3 defibs, I think could have worked. Yeah, I can try that next time. Because now even if we just defib back rifles, they have that 150 TD. Thanks, Pete. Oh, at 20. So that's how the matchmaking is. I think we can do lasers and flare right, and then do a bunch of defib on the left. Don't think I need a cryo this time. Just bring an extra laser. And as I say that, I'm still gonna take a cryo. Maybe just 1 or 2 crystal crits, because as soon as this ER dies, you can flare up there. Should really just be one shock. Alright, that's looking fine. Can even do a super warrior here. Maybe another crystal crits. Yeah, that one on the right got a bunch. As soon as this, do one shock. That Super Warrior is mainly just for the flame. Do another shock. This time get the mortar. Got a bunch of rifles on the left still, which is good. So I think we'll shock and do 4 defibs. And you see how fast the rifles kill. Do another shock in the flame, though didn't think we need it. Even save for another defib. Yeah, and you can probably do the same if you had bombers. Just teleport a bunch of rifles to the back. Yeah, you can probably get a lot of nicknames out. Rock Heart, Marble Heart. I guess I could get Shield next, and RT. I mean, I don't see what else is, like, immediate impact. Hey, Hammer. Well, I will say that without defib, lasers were really tough, so just keep an eye out of that. So it's probably once you get defib, then you can make lasers work, I think. And we sort of did even without the GBE and TD. Yeah, because right now, again, this probably won't get until the very end of the tree. Heavy's TH, not useless for lasers. If anything, it'll help the rifles a lot. But, like, if you can actually clear, then don't think you need it. Here, of course, we're going to be skipping proto and rockets for a while longer. Especially because we barely have any tokens. Shield critters can do good. Maybe even a hero. HC's probably not if we won't get heavies. Maybe bombers, but... I mean, I do think that bombers would help more in spreads. Like, we wouldn't even have to use just rifle bombers. Even just one boat, I can clear a good portion of the base. I like that one, Cold Magma Heart. Oh, this guy's 5 rockets. I think we'll go from the left side. We'll do 2 shocks. We won't shock this micro early. Gonna shock these 2. And then do defibs like over here. And then later shock the micro. This mortar needs to die, but luckily there's no cannons around, so we can Super Warrior it. Can also Super Warrior the flame. And then Crystal Critters a bit. Do just 1 rifle, kill that mortar. Super Warrior. Cryos might have been a bit early. Because they do walk faster than rifles. 2 crystal crits. Another Super Warrior. I think I'll do another crystal crits here. Now do the 2 shocks. Save some GBE. Another defib. Shock the micro. And now just save for another defib. So all I gotta do, reflare left. If you do one super warrior there, I think this rocket should be distracted. Well, right now he's looking at rifles though. We can shock it anyways. Hey Cobra, how's it going? I think you got lasers too, huh? Yeah, working pretty well with defib. Hey Boom TH. Actually, you did the fastest time on this base. It's a really close hit. I think the biggest thing is our lasers gonna also work on spreads. Right now I think just you and someone else have faced. So maybe, I mean, the bases can easily get better. But yeah, I don't really see HCs helping on these hits. Because when you defib, like, when you only defib clones, I think that lasts much longer than if, let's say, defib heavies. Hey, Otter Boy. Alright, that works out. Yeah, I think defib is less frustrating. No disconnects yet. I don't think it should be. Oh, it was really just last night. A bit surprising though, because we had the same issue in season 38. Because that season was also ability season. And we had Crystal Shield at like 3 ER. One weekend we had it on the main island, and everyone who used it in Warships just crashed. Alright, another 23. Again, 5 rockets. Yeah, I think we'll go from the left for this micro. Should be 2 shocks. 1 and then 2. Can use 2 super warriors again. Kill these 2. Probably crits here and also here. And again, we do want rifles to die, so I'm gonna drop 1 boat on the right. I think no point killing the mortar, because when I flare anyways, they're gonna die to the mines. Alright, 2 super warriors. Hope that wasn't too early. Find out. To do another reflare. As soon as that super warrior is dead, do another one here. Alright, so defib. See another defib. Rocket on the right, bit worried about, but we'll see. Another defib. As soon as a mid rocket dies, we'll flare left. Alright, looking good. Looks like I got all the lasers alive. Yeah, I think it was like every time keg. Like one hit, I thought I was using defib too fast, but Nope, even using it slow, got the crash. Lots of bombers. No Sparky this time, so a bit slower. Not many people had defib last night. I mean, it kind of sucks for me and people like Keg. Like, even most people in Legend, I don't think they got defib. They went to HCs. Okay, so another spread. So, might be a good test. Can get that rocket. Try to use 2 super warriors. And maybe try defib. Yeah, like defib like between. Yeah, maybe in just a blind spot range. This rocket's gonna be annoying though. But I mean, we can see how it goes. Use 1 crystal crit on the right. Or maybe 2 actually. Let's see how it goes. Let's see, another crystal crit. Gonna reflare on the right. Hopefully that rocket on the right dies. Do another shock, especially on the micro. I think I'll do Super Warrior and 1 defib here. And then guess somehow do this. Another defib. Do need a shock though. And then hopefully another defib. See now. Another super warrior soon. Can even flare the ER. So not bad time as I thought. 226. Well, that's HC rushing. We can see if we had 50 or 100 TH. Let's see. I think he was in 23. Oh, so he had 100 TH. Wow. Yeah, we can see how HC Rush does. Looks like he had all 3 TD also. Maybe could have done another flare here, because then these heavies are just kind of wasted. Also those 2. Let's see, clearing those mines. I'm guessing it's all this amped up stuff. Because he can even shock the micro and SL in 1. Though not in that shock. But these machine guns even. Hey Junie, how's it going? Oh, tries to get the SL2. Yeah, not easy with all this stuff. Alright, I'll keep going. Yeah, so it's either shield or critters, like something short term next. Let's see, 24. I think I'll face a similar one like this. We'll go from the right, and this time we'll try to save some defib for the left. So crystal crits, maybe some to get these. Maybe we can leave this mine. I know it's only one mine, but if 2 kill lasers, then matters a lot. Do a super warrior a bit early, distract that rocket a bit. And this is going to be 1, 2 shocks, and then doing some defib. Alright. Alright, got a fair bit of mines. Also lost a few clones, which is good. Shock there, do a defib. Wait a bit, do another one. Really want this rocket on the right to die. Okay, another defib. I think we'll do 2 super warriors here, reflare. That Flotty dies. And now just save GB. Should be, I think 2 defibs and a shock. It's what, almost 90. Can even save for another defib. And then drone just to distract the shock blaster. So that's gonna be 236. Oh, it's UK, huh? Probably a bomber hit. I think you have defib too, huh? Yeah, we got a bit, I guess, lucky with that defib. Otherwise, I think you got us on time. Yep, using defib. So, I mean, it works for bomber hits too. Yep. It makes sense, you're shocking just this splash. Getting some more rifles out there. Oh yeah, it looks like you still have a tick 1 flare, huh? Yeah, that's tick 1 flare. One thing I will say though is, I think you have to have, maybe not have to, but it's really good to have tick 3 flare and or less. And I'll show why in a bit. Because over here when I flare it's tick 3, so 11 seconds. And when I do defib, you can watch, the rifles are walking to the flare. I guess it makes not much difference because they're doing their job, just staying in the middle and distracting. But like once this flare expires and they do defib, they just stay put. Or let's say if you had a really long flare, when I did this reflare, if I want to do defib now, they're just going to walk towards it, which isn't great. So if you haven't got flare past tick 3, I'd probably leave it there. Because you can always do 2 flares for a longer one, but you can never go back. Yeah, that's true. NRT can do a reflare and then just flare a building that's about to die. Though a bit more to worry about than just having tick 3. I mean, another option with this account is 7-7. This guy, I think, can do something similar. Like once this ER dies, we can flare far right. Just 2 shocks, I think. 1 crystal crits for these. And probably another one for these. And then do a bunch of second winds here. Shock the micro for sure. And then later shock the SO. We'll take a cryo. I don't think we need 2 rifles. Crystal crits, both places. Again, as soon as this ER dies, we can even go a bit early because we have clones out there. 2 shocks. I can even do another crystal crits. I think we'll do 1 more shock. And then a few defibs. Shock the micro. Right side looks fine. So we'll see if we have to shock it again. Probably. Let's do another defib because that shock launcher distracted. And even another one. Probably should have cleared that shock mine, but 240. See if it's fast enough. Thanks, Swan. Close though, 229. It's like rifle bombers. And brick. Wow, brick and lasers. So maybe Iron Will. It looks like it has 100 TH too. If he does, not sure why he didn't use crystal crits right there. But yeah, it clears compacts real fast. So this guy had brick instead of defib. And if he had brick, he should have had shield. Probably kill this ER faster. Yeah, as in, I mean, Keg has tick 4, I have tick 5. I think you can go with either one. Jay's asking why he went 2 BCs instead of 3rd SO. Mainly to stop, I think, HCs. And RCs earlier. That's 24. So we could get shield if you wanted. I mean, right now I don't see how shield would help. At least not yet. I guess he could NRT battle orders, but lasers already are so fast. I think Iron will also make sense for the rifles. But yeah, since I don't have rockets, that does make sense to use battle orders. Hey Tony, welcome to the stream. Alright, 5 VR. I think this is the first 5 I'm gonna face with defib. And ironically, I think it's a bit harder than 6. Mainly because of all these mines. I think we'll do Super Warrior for that mortar. Well, this is 1 shock, 2 shocks, 3 shocks. And then hopefully only 2 crits is enough for all these mines. So we'll see. Can do just 2 rifles. Cryo. Shock once here. 2 crits. Another one. Reflare, 2 shocks. Are not too bad. We'll do another defib in the middle, shock on the right. I think once the rocket dies, we can just keep everyone to the left now. I guess flare ERs, do a bunch of defibs. I think it would be much harder with only 100 GB, but works out. I think that 5 was in 21 Mojo, but can blame the matchmaking. Bensing, bullet and defib, I think they'll be pretty strong too. Like, sometimes in Crab we have abilities every few stages, and almost every time we got defib, yeah, you can use this. It's basically bullet and Kavan at the same time. Only thing is with lasers, I don't know how much bullet's gonna be used. Bombers are pretty clear. Bullet's like it's his own meat shield. An HC that never dies. I mean, it's so much fun already using defib. Or having like any other abilities in Warships. Like, yeah, we have it in Main Island Crab sometimes, but I don't think people get so excited from it. Hey Boomer Bill, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, just doing some laser hits. Got defib on stream, GBE, TD. Now we're just seeing how it goes. I think it's a great hit he did, especially without shocks. Because normally we can treat defib like Kavan, just dropping stuff in the back, whether it's rifles or bombers. Or you can just do it differently, like in the beginning. I think we'll go with 4 lasers still. Crystal Crit should get those mines. After this ER dies, we should go on the right. Later we can again try the defib trick. Maybe we can do it from the right side this time. But speaking of on the right, try 2 shocks. This is going to be a pixel. And then this one. We'll leave this rocket alone. I think we need a crystal crit on the shock mine. Yeah, we'll try that. Right now I can clear some mines. When that flame dies, I'm actually going to first do a reflitter. Here, try doing a pixel. Oh, we need a 3rd shock. And we'll try to leave this micro alone. Yeah, we can just try this. And then do a shock here. See, might not been best idea, because they're clearing really slow. Because if we did defib on the left instead, I think this ER could have went down, and then these lasers just catch up. We'll see though. Gonna be what, 219? Probably too slow. Oh, it was fast enough. Though again, it was close. Thanks Caning for subscribing. I think someone else did before, missed it, so sorry about that. Okay, another 25. This one should be easier, I mean, ideally. We'll use another crits for the right side. Maybe 2 of them. And here's gonna be, I think 3 shocks. Gotta worry a bit about the Flotty. And we'll flare a bit more to the right, because this isn't going to be shocked. Let's do a Super Warrior right off the bat. Crystal crits. Alright, once that rocket goes down, let's see. I think I'll do 1 defib in the middle. Reflare, do 1 shock, and then do a bunch of defib here. 3 of them. Oh, they're going to that flare, which sucks. Good thing we got the Super Warrior though. So, but few seconds too early on the defib. I'll do more Super Warriors on the left, because that's going to be the limiting factor. He's still scouting though, which is weird. I like that time, 240. Maybe disconnect. Yeah, it kind of seems like it. So we did see one guy with shield use drones. I think it was this guy. One thing I'll say about that is it's gonna be really expensive to max like all the abilities this season. Like even on main account, if I wait until the last day, like Sunday 3rd chest, I can't max everything token wise. So if you haven't upgraded drones yet, I think probably keep them. Take one or whatever. I remember it being pretty good on like 4 or 5 ER. Even like here, he speeds up that takedown. But if later you want to max defib, probably don't need a max remote hack, but you know, there's other stuff to max, like rockets. Should be tough. Tough to max everything. Yeah, because drones aren't bad. Like, I think 5 drones to kill an ER at 7. Same with 6. But if you already have Super Warriors and defib and hack, I think you can just hold off on drones. Because again, drones are just for like one building. Whereas other abilities, you can potentially use like much more. Alright, 24. Okay, we can try saving GB for the left. Maybe even put them in a blind spot. I'll use a Super Warrior early for the sniper. Not for the flame, because we're going to reflare. Maybe 1 or 2 crystal crits. This mine needs to go, so probably 2. I think 1 shot, definitely get the hot pot. And I think just 2 shocks. We can leave these 2 rockets alone. Super Warrior and then Sniper first. I'll do crystal crits. Do 2 of them. You know, maybe you don't even need the second shock. Two Super Warriors here. Maybe do 1 shock there. Try not to use any more defibs, because we gotta save them for the left. Can use them now. Use 1, wait a bit, get the shock mine. 2, 3rd one soon. I think the right side's looking okay. Defib is expensive, so I think we'll just shock. Finish it off. I have 247. Yeah, Sparky and RCs. Take that as a good thing, Mr. Point. Yeah, in RT, I think you're a max rocket player, so I think it's a bit different for how you're going to spend your tokens. Yeah, 3.8 million, it's a lot. I think I calced, even if I get rockets as like one of the last unlocks after hack and HCs, I'll only have enough to max it if I don't upgrade bullet. We'll see how it goes though. I think for one account I can try to make a dirty 6. Sort of use that to see, you know, compare with 7s with remote hack. Even if you don't pick up the GBE at 2, you'll have 150 when you go to 7. Yeah, just hoping collecting leg. That's basically what I'm doing too. I was even thinking of trying to collect in leg without defib, but first hit I fizzled, so like even forgetting about collecting like in leg probably would not get ERs. I think there's someone already at 7. Last time I checked. Who was it? Yes, Mr. Petrick made leg. I think he has the same tech as us. Who was it? I think it was maybe this guy. Yeah, he's already at 7. So if you're already gonna spread out ERs, I think stuff like defib, super warriors helps a lot. Oh, you also face a 7 DQ? Probably rushing to remote hack. Got a Simo for some reason. But like, if let's say you want a super warrior left ER, you gotta worry about this SL. So you can just do a remote hack and that's it. But the thing I'm wondering is, let's say you remote hack this SL and it dies to the, you know, BC cannon. If you hack this cannon BC, are they gonna do enough damage to kill the ERs? So, maybe. Yeah, it's true, Keg. Hack isn't cheap by any means. At least cheap to rush to. You do get some good tech along the way. Like barrage is the only way to kill buildings right now. I'd probably go 7 as soon as I can get it. I think Sky Shield is gonna be great. So there's some things along the way. Otterboy, what advice if you're someone stuck? Yeah, so the account you're watching right now, at 5 ER, it was brutal because you can barely get ERs. I think my advice would just be stick through it. Even if it takes a bunch of hours to get one chest. I think it's worth it. Like, eventually you get to shocks, more stuff. I can try the similar hit. Again, Super Warrior this sniper. Should crystal crits this stuff. If this mine doesn't die, we'll do another here. And then I think just 2 shocks. One here and then one for the micro. Super Warrior. I'll try to avoid hitting that shock mine. But we missed that mine, so gotta clear it anyways. Do 1 defib. Let's do another one. I think we should do 1 more shock though. Again, 2 Super Warriors. Maybe this time we don't need a shock on the cannons. Starting defibs here. Got a cryo back, which actually is nice. Wait for another defib. And maybe just shock the flame. Or we can super warrior it. Yep, can flare it, shock. So these 3 defibs. Yeah, it works out if you can manage GB on the right. Yeah, it's gonna be a grind without shocks. Even with them, not easy, but just having that patience, I think it's gonna pay off. Hey, Arrow of Light, welcome to the stream. Because now we got 150 GB TD, so even though we could do a bunch of defib and shocks on the right, now the question is, like, what's a minimum amount? Because the less GB you use on the right, the more you have on the left. So like here I did 2 shocks in the defib. Like, nothing's stopping you from doing 3 shocks instead of 2, but then that's GB you don't have on the left. Because you saw the limiting factor of this hit was the left side, not the right. Couple of super warriors. Thanks, Arrow. Still doesn't feel like we need shield. Because even if we have it, like, probably use it once, twice. Even the few bases we hit a Flotty, we can just flare around it. Add normal critters, because most times just 2 crystal ones is enough. And now you can also think of hero, like, you know, if let's say we had Bullet, I mean, what would he do? In the beginning, he'd probably be too slow, because it takes time for him to catch up. But once he gets there, he can use maybe Shock Knuckles, Taunt, so there's some use. But if by then you use enough defibs, maybe you don't need him. Here I think we'll go right side. Gonna be 2 shocks. Clear this with critters. Then these. You can do Super Warrior here. And again, want few rifles to die. Do crystal crits. That's good. Alright, do a defib. And wait a few seconds. Can do another one. We are going to shock the hot pot though. Can do Super Warrior on the rocket. Another defib. Yeah, I think these full-on compacts just, well, at least with lasers and defib, don't work anymore. Let's see, maybe you can throw a 5th one. You know, I think it would be 6 actually. But even the one ear on the left takes a bit more time. And the full-on spreads, I guess it still depends. Might just be the base. Sparky RCs. So if we had Sparky with laser hits, I think she could also work to get her passive critters. But the thing is, if you already throw defib in the middle, they're basically like your critters. So, don't know how much Sparky's gonna do. So with that, guess it just leaves Brick. And yeah, I could see Brick being kind of good. She stays in the back, kind of catches up. And I'd probably use Battle Orders. Because if you clear mines and do defib, you don't really need to worry about the health. Legend guy. So it's a bit more tough with these rockets. I think we can try from the right side though. Probably 2 crystal crits. I think 2 shocks on approach. And then do like a reflare with defib. And then hopefully save more defib for the left. And at the start maybe a super warrior on the cannon. Try to avoid that SP range. Try to kill that mortar first, then drop the lasers. Do 2 shocks. And I think now start doing some defibs. That's first one. Let's wait a bit. Second one. I think we could do 2 super warriors here. Let's do third one. Try a reflare. See, not a lot of lasers left. Or GBE. So I think it's just going to be a matter of time. I want to say probably not fast enough. There's all the defibs we had to do. Not enough for this rocket. Could do a drones here, get that 1 mine. Shock that, but a bit late. Hey, baseless too. They're a bit closer. Yeah, I kind of feel the same keg. Probably Brick's gonna be a bit better. Because if there's any hero that, actually speeds up hits, I think it has to be Brick. You might be right, NRT. If you had shield, I think it could have helped this hit. Especially for the Flotty. But this is a first base we matched with it. That's kind of organized that way. Though if we face much more, I think yeah, Shield would help. Also, the left side wasn't that great. Because even if we use shield, yeah, the right side would be a bit safer. But they'd have to walk back around. You can see what time he did. 2:21. Yeah, HC bombers. Which I think wasn't that much faster than someone using rifle bombers. But I guess it makes sense, we don't have rockets. Alright, another 24. Alright, so this is a bit of a different spread. I could definitely see it being tougher for lasers. Question is, should we go left or right? I think we almost have no choice but to go, I want to say left. And then somehow use, I guess, defibs over here. We can see how it goes. Yeah, we'll try it out. Can use Super Warrior here. It's gonna get hit by the SL, but I think it's okay. Definitely gonna shock the hot pot. I think flare over here. Maybe two Super Warriors here. Let's see, shock that rocket. Maybe another Super Warrior on the left. Get that mortar down. Can try this. Shock there. Oh, should have shocked the shock blaster. Let's see, you can shock this rocket. I think just let them go. Maybe a Super Warrior. A few drones. It's gonna be slow, maybe, what, 213? 215? Guess you changed your base keg. Alright, I'll draw this time. So yeah, a bit closer. That spread was tougher base. Hey G-Man, welcome to the stream. If I use defib, does that get level 1 rifles? Yeah, if you use defib before anything dies, it's just level 1 rifles. And not even clones, like normal rifles. That's why when I do any laser hit, like, I'm hoping at least some clones die before I use my first defib. one we can probably do something on the right. Maybe just save enough defibs for the left. I think we don't need 3 rifles. Yeah, we'll try it out. Let's see how many mines those clear. I think all of them, which is nice. Let's get drones to get the hot pot up. Alright, that's for the flame. I think we can do 1 defib here, another shock. 2, 3 here. Starting Super Warriors. And maybe some on the left. And let's see. 243. Oh yeah, was Mr. Petrick. Oh, close one, wow. That 1 second. Yeah, I think he has the same tech as us. It's like 1 rifle, cryo, bunch of lasers. I need to laser rifle too. And yeah, using defib for the left side. Yeah, they were close hits. I'm sure he'll go back up soon. See, I still have to decide whether I should open other tech or just leave it as is. Hey Abdullah, welcome to the stream. Because there was that one base, which was kind of tough. But I'll say one thing, that if I had if I had bombers, I would use 1 boat here, and then do the same laser here on the right. But that 1 boat should hopefully clear all this left side. Because then I don't need a bunch of defibs, I can just use 1. So if I see a lot more of those bases, probably go for that, getting bombers. Let's see, shield and critters would help too, but don't think on that base at least. And the funny thing is, even if I had HCs, don't think it would be that much faster. Yeah, Luke, 44 keys is a lot. Though if it means difference between 25 and Legend, maybe. I think I'll also kind of wait until, you know, some time passes. If a bunch of bases seem like you need bombers, then I think's the way to go. But if it's like 1 in 10, 1 in 20, Maybe you don't need it. Because the other idea is you start saving already for 7 with hack. We'll see though. Alright, I think it's good now. Yeah, I think the stream is lagging a bit. At least I can see it on my side. But if you can still hear me now, I think it's okay. Yeah, look, you were saying that maybe HCs aren't worth it right now. See, this guy has 5 rockets. So, I think we'll go from left side. Again, kill this mortar with the Super Warrior. And then some crits here. You know what? I don't think we need this one, but we'll do it anyways. And then some crits here. Probably a Super Warrior over here. I think we'll use a rifle just to kill that mortar. Super Warrior for that one. As soon as the mortar dies, we can flare up. Bring in the cryos. I think now all the lasers. Another flare. Super Warrior here. Crystal crits. Two shocks. Do a defib. Wait a few seconds, do another one. Shock the micro. Looking okay. I think we'll do another defib. Want to leave that micro alone. And when the rocket SL dies, we can flare left. And I think it should be okay. Alright, 228. Hey Blaz, welcome to the stream. I think we matched you a while back, but a bit unlucky on the matchmaking. You know, I think the best part about laser hits is you just watch a base melt. It's watching the actual laser beams fire. That's why it's usually my favorite combo in main island too. The few times I ever map clear, I like to use lasers. Yeah, we got 150 TD. I can show the tree a bit. We got the first GBE too. And just 50 TH. Right now we're sort of standing by what to unlock next. It was really just one kind of base that I think bombers would help on. You know what, I think lasers are just strong just because they are. Ever since we got them like over a year ago. Also because in warships, or even in kind of any base, like, there's no way around, you know, clumping buildings together. Like the reason they're not that great in ops is, well, you might have like 800% building health. So then you notice it takes time. Hey Maxim, how's it going? Yeah, we're this account. Yeah, actually when I matched people who didn't have rockets, I was really happy. At least before I got lasers. Because it's like 6 free ERs. And really it doesn't matter if you win or lose. You get chests. Now there's no problem waiting, Mr. Point. Like even right now it's taking a while to find a match, but sort of how it is. Yeah, I forgot if you were 5 or 6 ER, but you cleared with without shocks. It was a great hit. And now the thing about waiting this long is, probably wouldn't be like staring at the screen if I wasn't streaming. At this point it's like, okay, now you can maybe do some other work and have this in the background. Dark, maybe you're saying lasers are tough without mind clearing. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, I think crystal crits definitely helped. Because before then, the only options are super warriors and drones. I think on some bases you can make it work, but yeah, the crystal crits thing helps a lot. Tony, you missed clear for your boss fight. Yeah, it's unlucky. I've had a ton of boss fights where should have been wins, but just dumb mistakes. It happens though. Hopefully get the next one. Okay, nice, Dark. You get crystal crits next chest. Got a 24. I think we'll go right side. I want to say just shock the left rocket. Do 2 crystal crits. And kind of just hope it works out. Do 2 crystal crits. Waiting a bit on the lasers. We'll shock that. I think now we'll start doing defibs. Because you know, we can do a super warrior here. Another defib. When the Flotty dies, we'll reflare now. And I think we'll just save for a shock. Can do that now. Can now do a bunch of defibs here. 3 defibs and a shock. Try to get another shock soon. Alright, we got one. Alright, I think that's gonna work out. Hey Dinesh, welcome to the stream. Gonna say for 150 TD, yeah, I think that's not a bad choice. Because if you don't have shocks at 5 ER, using that TD, I think probably RCs, even tanks, Grens, helps a bit. Alright, that's 25. So, got a bunch of keys now. Can we could get bombers if you wanted to, but I think I'll hold off. Again, it was just this base. Bombers probably would have helped. And also Keg's base, I think it was a slow time. Like, I think if we had bombers, maybe we could have defibbed them up here. I was a bit surprised with the split we got. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, and all those rifles help out. Though I still think bombers, maybe they could have worked out better. At least a faster time. Yeah, so either bombers or save until 7. And yeah, it's gonna take a long time. I think Kegi said something like 300 keys. So that's about 4 days of waiting. So you can go over a few hits, but I think after maybe start wrapping it up. And that's mainly because, well, I think it'll take a long time to push even further. And I'm guessing it'll be most of the same bases. Yeah, so this kind of spread, we flare to the right. That crystal crit was distract these rockets a bit. And I think we did 3 shocks. Don't show this one. Well, we'll do all hits equally. So, no special treatment. Roy's saying which base was slowest. We'll go over in a bit, Roy. There was one that, yeah, was really slow. Yeah, here I think I should have, I think I did 4 defibs. I should have just done on the left side. Because on the left I can use a super warrior here and then just shock this. Because all these defib rifles, they did some work but not a crazy amount. Because I had to wait for these lasers to get there anyways. Do another one. This one also kind of a spread with a floody. I mean, one thing you can do to avoid so much value with the crystal crits is have like a shock mine in between. Because if there was a shock mine, I need to throw 2 of them. But here, just 1. Again, crits for just holding off on shocks a bit. Let's see, shock again. Here I was a bit early on the defib, because my flare was still active, so rifle started walking that way. Again, that's why I think tick 3 flare is gonna be good. Because if I had a longer flare, I could have probably flared a building, but it's just something extra you gotta remember. And if you have all these abilities coming up, like, it's a lot to manage, so the simpler you can make it for yourself, I think the better it'll be. Like, there's a reason I'm doing crits now and not like 5 seconds from now. Because when you drop troops, you can just not do anything for a few seconds. Like here, you already have to manage defib every few seconds, shocks. So if it's a lot to manage, I think just kind of break it down. Like I only threw super warriors after the defib and shocks were done. And then after this is done, then I did the defib here. So, you know, kind of breaking it up into different steps. Hopefully the bases don't change too much, but never know. This one kind of also a spread. And also noting when you can use super warriors to just kill a few buildings. The main reason for the sniper was otherwise it would kind of pick off lasers. So if this is gone and I do a reflare, then they don't have to worry about it. And also note that you gotta throw shocks on time. So I like throwing defib and then shocks. Because I think very early in the stream you saw that if you're like a second late on shocks, then you can lose a bunch of lasers. And defib is roughly like every few seconds. If there's a rocket on the left, I like to use super warriors. Even if it doesn't kill it, it slows it down. Then use defib on the left. I noticed with these kind of hits, the TD really helped out. Thanks, John, for subscribing. Let's see, this one was a full-on compact, and those, I think, even without GB or TD, shouldn't be too bad. Again, throwing crystal crits once you drop your troops. That super warrior was not only for those 2 mines, but take some damage off the rifles. And again, do a reflare, defib, and then shocks. And because of the defib, all 3 of these rockets and shock launcher, you can just let it be. Because it doesn't matter if the rifles are dying in like a second. They already are popping twice. And all that time, they're just being distracted. And the good thing about full-on compacts is you don't have to worry about ER on the left. So this one, Roy, was, I think, the toughest base we faced. Mainly because you had 2 rockets on the left. I used Super Warrior to distract this one. Because if we went from the left side, I think this shock blaster would be annoying. Though maybe you could have used a Super Warrior here. Like, again, even if it doesn't kill it, it's gonna distract for a bit. So if I still don't have bombers, I might try that. Like, go from the left. But again, you have this rock especially. Gonna be annoying early on. You can see even just one laser going in range kills a bunch. And the Flotty dies. I think micro might be better. If there was a micro, I would need to shock it, so it's a point. But I think after this hit, I was saying if I had like crystal crits, no, not crystal crits, crystal shield, even normal crits, I think it would make the right side easier, but it wouldn't really speed up the left. But if we had a bomber, we can just do one boat right at the start. Like, let's say, yeah, right at the start we do one boat of bombers, and still do the hit with the rifles. But if the bombers go here, here, and as you go close to the BC, you just do a defib, get a bunch of rifles back. So we'll kind of see. I also think Keg had a really good 6 base. It was a spread out one. So shock the hot pot. We did get a good split here though. And again here we did 3 defibs. And yeah, those rifles do a lot of damage. Yeah, so many ability names are just the same. Crystal crits, crystal shield, rote defib, rote hack. Oh, and this was a really close win. Lasers against lasers. I'm just flaring to the right. Hey Ben, welcome to the stream. Actually, we're just going over sort of the final hits. Made a good push to 25, but then sort of wrapping it up. Yeah, Andrew's still alive, but kind of near the back end. I don't know, Polka. I think laser hits are just fun to watch in general. Whether you're the one doing them or not. Again, you can use Super Warrior because there's no cannon species. Kill that mortar first and then flare over. Again, it's a good thing that these clones die. That means the first defib is gonna also get clones. 2 crits, Super Warrior. And again, I usually like defibs and then shocks. Because again, the 2 rockets on the right shock launcher, they're looking at those rifles, not these ones. So just pop defib right in the middle and it's just fine. And then I think I flare over. And at this point, usually there's enough GB maybe more than enough for this rocket. Like, I didn't even need to shock it for a while. Oh, I don't think it did. And I think last one, boss fight. Now, I know the other account could get the same tech also as this one, but I might consider going a different path with it. Maybe even HCs, heavies, 100 TH. So that could be a stream tomorrow, but probably do more in this, coming into this last week. Because I don't think it was a lot of fun, that 5 ER meta, and early 6. But now with all this offense, I think as people catch up, it'll get much better. Yeah, here we save a bunch of GP, I think 3 defibs. And this one was, I think, kind of fast, 240 something. Let's see, I do know that Mohack is gonna... I'll have it on main account hopefully by Sunday. So I could also do a stream then. But yeah, there's a lot of options. Because at this point, missing some defense, rockets, multi-node, this one. But almost everything else is offense. Any point going 7 ER? I think for sure the hack, but we didn't really see anyone with the hack yet. But I mean, again, I would expect it to be like probably the strongest ability. Hey hoi, I'm just wrapping up here. Maybe this account can push also, but I mean, I know right now it'll take a while. So I'll probably leave it alone for a bit. Yeah, because I think we mentioned, if you had a remote hack on this base, you can like right off the bat hack these 2 rockets, they're gonna die. First would be 10 GB, then 20. So that's 30 GB, and you just delete 2 rockets. And that's, you know, half the rockets on the base. And I guess that's true, Dark. Can probably use remote hack for a distraction too. Yeah, like I said, Ben, I think one of my accounts, I'll try to stay dirty 6 as long as possible. So maybe mid to late next week, we can see how strong it still is. Hack is a bit expensive, Ben. Like, it is most expensive ability, but doesn't mean you won't have GB to use it. Like, even if you never got this one, you'll have 150 GB before hack. So I think 4 hacks is 100 GB, which is a lot, but that's 4 buildings you can just delete from the base. Like even on spread bases. Like you can just hack these 2 rockets. Again, at the start of the hit, you can hack all 4 rockets, and you have enough GB for that. So I think no matter what hit you do, lasers, bombers, RCs, I mean even HC rush. Just imagine doing HC rush and just hacking all the SLs. But I think we'll see in the next few days how strong 7 is. Like I said, probably Sunday we can do a stream with Hack, so you'll see firsthand. Did it max defib? Yeah, it's maxed. Though it's tick 4 is only 2 housing space lower, so I think you can do it still with tick 4. But yeah, I think defib was MVP of the stream. And that's whether you're using lasers or bombers, I think. Like, I think it's safe to say I'd get defib before HCs, no matter what you're using. Don't give people ideas. I mean, someone's gonna figure it out. I think the one saving grace at 7 is a Sky Shield, because the only way to deal with it is Barrage. And since we don't have art, it's kind of expensive. I have it on my Discord, Roy. I made a chart to how much it upgrades. But I think total was around 2 million, just over that. I think most lasers are having trouble with the compact. I'm kind of surprised with that. Like, I think specifically with defib, compact should be a bit easier. I mean, again, they're not easy hits by any means, but hopefully the hits we did on stream help out. Yeah, we'll see how the next few days go.